Imagine this. The person you think you randomly fell in love with wasn't random at all. Because long before you ever matched, messaged, or felt that initial spark, sophisticated algorithms had already predicted who you would choose, and they were quietly pushing you toward them. This isn't fate. This is engineering. Most of us believe we have complete freedom when it comes to attraction. We think chemistry is a natural, mysterious force, that love is spontaneous and unpredictable. But modern dating platforms don't just wait for you to find compatibility. They calculate it. They nudge Italiano, and in some cases, they practically manufacture it. Why? Because your behavior is predictable, far more predictable than you'd ever want to admit. Researchers from institutions like Stanford and the University of Chicago have shown that human attraction follows measurable patterns. It's influenced by things like timing, novelty, proximity, shared habits, emotional triggers, and your digital behavior. And dating apps don't just understand these patterns, they optimize them. Let's break down how this works. Back in 2018, a massive study on dating apps revealed a strange truth. A person's choices could be predicted with nearly 70% accuracy based solely on their past swipes, not their personality tests, not their photos, just their swipe behavior. Who you're drawn to leaves a digital fingerprint. Researchers at MIT pushed this idea even further. They discovered that algorithms could detect your emotional state like loneliness, excitement, or boredom simply by analyzing how long you pause on each profile. A longer pause might signal interest, while a rapid succession of swipes might indicate you're just killing time. Your attraction isn't just an emotional experience, it's an algorithmic one. And this is where the real machinery kicks in. The system builds a detailed profile of you, piece by piece. First, the system learns your type. And I don't mean the type you claim to have in your bio. It learns the type you actually choose. It logs which faces you linger on, which bios you take the time to reread, what kind of energy you respond to when you're tired, bored, or craving a little bit of attention. It knows you better than you know yourself. Second, the system analyzes your timing. People swipe differently late at night compared to during a stressful workday or right after a fun night out with friends. These emotional windows are surprisingly predictable, and the platforms know exactly when you're most open to making a connection, and they use that to their advantage. Third, it studies your conversations. It looks at your texting rhythm, your consistency, and your emotional tone. Do you use a lot of Are your replies quick and energetic, or slow and thoughtful? Apps use this data to measure compatibility not just by who you say you like, but by who you naturally sync with in conversation. Fourth, it ranks your potential match. This ranking isn't based on attractiveness alone. It's based on something far more powerful. Engagement probability. Who are you most likely to talk to? Who are you most likely to meet up with? And ultimately, who are you most likely to fall for? And fifth, the algorithm subtly boosts the profiles it believes are a perfect fit for your emotional blueprint. It's not just showing you who you want, it's showing you who it knows you will choose. This isn't just theory. A leaked report from a major dating platform in 2020 exposed just how deep this engineering goes. The report revealed that every single user is given an internal desirability score. This score isn't public. You never see it. But it plays a huge role in determining who you see in your feed on, who gets to see you. Even more surprising, the system also assigns a compatibility coefficient based on your behavior over months. If two people's digital patterns align, their messaging speed, their daily activity cycles, their inferred personality signals, the platform dramatically boosts the likelihood that they'll be shown to each other. It's like a hidden matchmaker working behind the scenes, and the results were undeniable. The report showed that users whose matches were algorithmically optimized were nearly 50% more likely to start a conversation. They were 30% more likely to exchange phone numbers, and a full 20% more likely to go on a first date. This wasn't because they were destined soulmates. It was because the system knew precisely how their digital patterns would interact. But here's where the twist gets a little darker than anyone expected. The algorithm doesn't just decide who you fall in love with. It can also decide when it knows when you're lonely. It knows when you're bored. It knows when you're feeling vulnerable or craving validation. These platforms track these micro-emotional states with frightening accuracy. And during those emotional dips, the system adjusts. Your feed, it starts showing you faces you're more likely to crave in that moment. It presents you with personalities you're more likely to cling to. It pushes matches you're more likely to idealize. The timing of attraction isn't just a happy accident. It's meticulously engineered. This leads to a consequence that almost nobody realizes. If an app can predict who you will fall for, and it also decides who you're even allowed to see, then your romantic life stops being organic. It becomes curated. Your perfect match wasn't fate. Your witty conversations weren't just a coincidence. That incredible connection you felt wasn't spontaneous. It was probability, calculated and delivered directly to your screen. So the next time you're swiping and you feel that sudden spark, that undeniable pull, that feeling of fascination, that sense of finding the perfect match, just remember this. What you call destiny might just be data, and what feels like a choice might be the result of an algorithm deciding who you were meant to meet all along. Because in the digital age, love doesn't just happen. It's guided, it's predicted. It's designed, and that person you're falling for right now, the algorithm probably saw it coming long before you ever did. Thanks for watching. If this made you think, consider subscribing for more deep dives into the technology that shapes our lives. See you next time.